Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So if you guys don't know, TwitchCon, aka Twitch Convention, had their annual convention of their streaming platform where it's kind of an organized Twitch interactive, but it generally focuses on online content creations and gaming. It's pretty much a massive event with high standards, but even with all the measures that they have in place, TwitchCon couldn't prevent the disaster that unfolded at this year's event. Now, TwitchCon was held in San Diego, and it was pretty much a very successful event, except for a few things. Now, TwitchCon is a place where people can meet their favorite creators, like meet and greets, get to talk with them, different forums where they sit and they talk to their fans about different things. You can take pictures with different gaming icons. They have different things with Intel and Lenovo, and you get to see different softwares and gaming laptops and hard drives, all of that good stuff. You know, I'm not into the IT stuff, but they have all of that there for everybody, plus other things like different games that are going to come out and promoting them, and just a lot of stuff that is TwitchCon. Well, one of the things that they had, besides, Megan Thee Stallion, Kim Petras, or Meet Me at the Altar that performed, they had this Lenovo Legions, which is this new laptop with Lenovo, and they had a foam pit. And it was kind of a battle area for different Twitchers to battle it out into a foam pit. Looked great. Everyone wanted to do it. This is how they advertised it. And as we can see, here's the foam pit. Nothing looks too bad. Then, of course, TwitchCon promoted it as well, saying one gladiator gets the glory and the other falls into the abyss in the 1v1 tournament. So this is what it looked like. Everyone was about to have some fun. It looked like everyone was having fun just by the photos, everything that was promoted. But of course, this person here won their fight, which of course, Lenovo said, here's your award. And oh my God, this is so much fun. Because it did look fun. It did. They had another competition where they hid something in the foam pit. Ball pits and foam pits are pretty much the same thing in my mind. But they hid something in the foam pit where they got to dive in, and whoever found the prize got, I think it was a new Legion Lenovo or something from Intel, since they were the ones in charge of this foam pit. And here we have some pictures of it, of the battles of the day and the commentators talking about the battles that were going on. Just some, nice photos. Well, it then comes that our first victim. This is Zummmers, and she is a Twitch streamer, and she tweeted, "It's been an overwhelming 48 hours, but I'm okay, and I'm back home resting. I want to thank all of those who wished me well and helped me when I was down. I appreciate you all. Your girl didn't go down without a bang. I broke my ankle all 3 possible ways." So she didn't give too much light into the situation, just that she had broke her ankle in 3 possible ways. But then we get our next victim, who is a much bigger Twitch streamer, and her name is Adriana. Well, Miss Adriana says, "Well, I broke my back in 2 places, and I'm getting surgery to put a metal rod in for support today. Send your support. When it rains, it pours, and I am definitely feeling the rain right now." 2 places she broke her back and is getting a metal rod. What the hell? Yeah. So here's some of her fans giving her some support, saying you literally need to sue for this. Which she says, I agree. There are other injuries too from other people. They should have done better before someone got hurt in the first place. And then their fan said, you will likely win even if you signed a waiver. This is negligence. Twitch, the people running the booth, the convention center itself, all share some fault and could be sued. And she said, totally. Of course, then the same fan also said, total side note, I was mugged right by the free Bob's and Donuts truck that was advertised in the free swag bag. So Twitch did me dirty also, just not as bad as what happened to you. So if you went to TwitchCon, you got your swag bag, be careful when you go to the free Bob's and Donuts truck, because she got mugged. I just thought that was kind of interesting that not only did Twitch have this disastrous foam pit, but then things that they were offering to their fans and people that bought tickets also had some other crazy things happen to them. And then we have some more supporters saying, I'm so sorry to hear this. That was visibly not enough padding for them to have allowed you to do a fantastic jump split. And I hope the con is paying your medical bills. And she said, I'm not the only hospitalized injury either. Multiple days of injuries, which is what we are about to find out. She is not the only injury and not the one before that either. There were multiple injuries, lots. And we have this one last tweet from this posting that says, who the hell makes a foam pit that you can't jump into? Big L, TwitchCon. And this person says, exactly. Giving the appearance that it's safe when it wasn't. Now, thanks to Jake Lucky, he actually got the footage from Adriana going into the foam pit. So let's take a look at this video so you guys can get a better peek at what we are talking about.
Oh my gosh!
Big Simba needs some simps of her own.
You good?
Great victory there.
I can't get out.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
She's held down by the Biffle medic.
Gravity.
No, she's fine.
All right, we'll make sure she's okay. Get her out of the pit.
Landed on her tailbone.
Yeah.
Now she lives in the pit now, kind of thing.
I want you guys to take another look at this again. Her jump split is amazing. I wonder if she was like a cheerleader or something, because that jump split was like spot on. And she came down like she was getting cradled too. If you know anything about cheerleading, you know what I'm talking about. Let's look at the one more time.
Oh my gosh!
Big Simba needs some simps of her own.
You good?
Great victory there.
I can't get out.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
She's held down by the Biffle medic.
Gravity.
No, she's fine.
All right, we'll make sure she's okay. Get her out of the pit.
Landed on her tailbone.
Yeah.
Now she lives in the pit now, kind of thing.
So you have that female announcer saying, nah, she's fine. She lives in the pit. They're trying to play it off like, she's okay. It's just a little injury. This person broke her back in 2 spots and needed a metal rod put in. That is not just a, she's okay kind of injury at all. And I do have some videos from previous that made this pit look very intriguing and people wanting to do it. We had a couple battles from the day before, like this one.
Unfortunately, both of our competitors have made it to the center. They are finding their stability.
they are hoisting their biffles, and when we are set, when they stare each other in the eyes, when they are truly prepared in their hearts.
Who's next?
Okay, so no hit in the face, no hit in the head, no head diving. Helmets are optional. You can have some, what if it's
anyway.
yeah, I'm right there. Once you're done with the pit, take it this in, grab your stuff, go around to that table and get your swag, okay? Alright guys, come on.
Where that guy literally just demolished him with one push. But what they don't show is the after. I wonder if that guy that won fell into the pit, because he looked like he went down too. This pit was not even maybe a foot of foam padding, and the floor was not padded at all. It was literally the concrete from the actual floor. So all you had were those foam blocks in between you and your fall to the concrete floor. I have a second video angle from Adriana's jump split into the foam pit. So let's take a look at that second angle.
On fight. 3, 2, 1, fight!
Big crosshead, lots of pressure here on the perpendicular. Left us out wide. Oh! Big sense of her own. Great victory there.
Now, I don't know if any of you have gone to like a trampoline park where they have these foam pits. Most foam pits are at least 4 to 8 feet deep, not a foot deep. That's where they went wrong. And the people that created this foam pit should have done a little bit more research before they decided that they were even going to do this, in my opinion. So after that, we had a wonderful tweet from Logic, which said, second streamer to break something this TwitchCon 22, which actually, that was the third one. They might have not just been aware of the first one previous, which here's a better look at the photograph here, which here is then some of the replies saying, is there a total count of injuries? This is the third I've seen. Yeah, I've seen 3 myself, but total I think is 5, since I've seen more people been mentioned, not sure who those are. And well, I'm pretty sure 5 is not an actual total, since they didn't close the place after a long time. I don't know if that made sense to you. But this is where we then get a tweet from Loch Vaness. And it was actually her friend that tweeted it. Then she retweeted it saying, be careful on this thing, guys. I'm currently at the hospital seeing if I broke anything. Which her friend did tweet, my friend Loch Vaness dislocated her knee in this thing. Which we can see here from the photo. She is in agonizing pain right there, as her friend in the background is just kind of like, that was fun, not realizing her friend was actually injured at that point. And then we see this. This is the medic area of TwitchCon. We have a homemade construction sign that says first aid, and it looks like they just wrapped her knee with some flex tape. I'm hating on the medics there because I heard that the medics did a great job for these people. I just think for a huge event like TwitchCon, they'd actually have like a medical area, not made with a homemade freaking first aid center construction paper with permanent marker written on it kind of thing. You have all these other beautiful signs with people's faces on it, but you couldn't make a first aid center sign, like a medic area sign. Haven't we learned from TanaCon? Haven't we learned from other events like DashCon, which someone broke their ankle at, which was like the whole start of these conventions, that we need medics, we need security, we need things in place because things can happen. So why wouldn't you have a designated area for anyone that needs medic attention? whether it's, they're dehydrated or they slip and fell and they have a sliver on their finger, or they jumped into a foam pit and they dislocated their knee. Like, come on, Twitch. You are a big company. You're not TanaCon, who put her convention together in just 3 months. You've been preparing for this since last TwitchCon. So then we have another tweet reply actually saying, so people are getting hurt and do it anyway? Cool. People were getting hurt and they kept letting people do this. And as her friend said, we had no warning, had no knowledge of a previous incident until we were told by first aid staff, not medics, but first aid staff, someone earlier had hurt themselves celebrating a win, which was our Adriana doing her jump splits. And then, of course, we had this from Loch Vaness saying, I will never be able to trust Twitch at another convention in my entire life. Here's how I dislocated my knee and sprained my ankle at the Lenovo Legions booth. So let's take a look at that video.
Here the fight.
She said I'm winning. Grab your bipple securely. Squeeze that dribble. All right. Are we ready? On fight. 3, 2, 1, fight.
Oh, a lot of confidence from Orange. The silent killer knew from the beginning how this would go. Congratulations.
So yes, that was her dislocating her knee and spraining her ankle. People were like, well, didn't you know they're not like very stable, that there wasn't that much foam? Which her friend did say, for those saying she should have anticipated the height because we walked through it, getting onto the platforms wasn't easy or smooth. You're stepping on blocks almost the whole way, which I do have this video as well, so we'll take a look now.
Come from strategic strategies placed well.
She's a student of the Legion face-off. She knows not to expend extraneous energy.
That's true. That's true.
I feel like it's all going to come out here in the fight.
She said I'm winning. Grab your bipple securely.
Which I can see why people are saying, didn't she understand or anticipate the height? Because as she's walking through it, it's kind of up to her knees. But you're also not you're not sure. Okay, these foam blocks should like stop my fall, should give me some kind of a smooth surface to land on, and maybe they only made it this much so that way it was like easy. I don't know what they were thinking. I know I would probably not thought that either. I thought it was, okay, well, if this is at a huge convention, it must be safe kind of thing. Like, clearly they had to have done some of this to understand this. But that wasn't the case at all. So then we have a tweet from Zach. Now, Zach says, after multiple injuries, Lenovo Legion just decided to end their live stream of their pit at TwitchCon. Adriana hospitalization after breaking her back in 2 places. And that was her tweet. And then it also said Loch Vaness currently in the hospital, which Loch Vaness said, be careful on this thing, guys. That was what we just saw. And then we have this from Adriana. Why did Lenovo Legion say here, you can dive in? They opened the pit up a second day after the first person injured their foot and ankle bad enough to leave TwitchCon in a brace. Multiple people were injured and they kept the pit open. Said jump in, booty first. So they were promoting their people, these people that were going up to battle with each other, to dive in, to jump in, booty first. It'll be guys, we checked all the requirements. We figured it out. We did it ourselves to make sure. Yeah, right. Then she tweets this. Special shout out to the random off work EMT who got the workers at the booth to realize how bad I was injured and to make them keep me still and calm me down until others got there. You really kept me from crying badly. Well, they were sitting there making fun of her, saying, oh, she's really not injured. She lives in the pit now. That's not right. I get it. They didn't want to cause a scene or a ruckus because then that would have stirred up so much more commotion and it would have caused a scene. All of that. I understand. But you don't make someone that just injured themselves, you don't know how bad, feel like a complete piece of shit because she can't move. And then we have this tweet. Last night was horrible. The pain I had, I felt like I'd rather die. This is going to suck. And a reply from that was, oh no, hope you feel better soon. So much problem is happening to you right now. How long will it take to get better? 6 months to a year. That is just the healing process. When you hurt something in your back, that's a lifelong problem forever. Your back, your spine especially, is what holds your central nervous system, where every part of your body, all the nerves to your fingers, your toes, your head, all of that is housed in that spine. So if you hurt your back, you could potentially hurt other areas or, in fact, pinch a nerve, things like that, that will go to other areas of your body. Your back is one of the most important areas that people don't really realize and they don't really take into consideration. And I know I'm speaking a lot about it. I worked for a chiropractor. I took a lot of courses in chiropractic and learning about your spine and all of that to understand different things that happen in it. One being the biggest issue, let's just say it now, tech neck in kids and even adults. We are now on our devices all day long, 24/7, 365, where we're looking down at our devices, tablets, computers, things like that. We are hurting our upper neck, which is causing what they call tech neck, which is creating a C curve in our upper neck that are then can pinch areas in that part of the spine, and it can cause greater issues. The kids are now at a young age with this technology, and it's creating very big issues for kids before they're even adults. So that's something that we need to take into consideration, and I know I'm preaching to the choir, but that was what happened at TwitchCon. It was like a death pit of foam blocks. And for whatever reason, they didn't go through the safety protocols that they should have. Now, most, like I said, most like trampoline parks where they have these foam pits, the requirements are pretty much 4 to 8 feet of foam. Especially when you have people jumping down into it, diving in, things like that. You need to have a lot of space in between for these people to jump into. Now, people did say that they signed waivers. I'm not sure what the waivers did say or what was in the waivers, but with accidents like this, these waivers can be void. And from what I've read today via Twitter, they did say that Twitch was going to offer paying 50% of the hospital bills. That is just something I read. I don't know if that's actually true. Twitch has not put out a statement. Lenovo has not put out a statement. Intel has not put out a statement. So that is just what word is in the atmosphere of Twitter. I don't know how positive that it is that they're paying 50% of these people's medical bills. That's a lot of medical bills. And at one point we knew of 5. We have 1, 2, 3 that we have video evidence of and tweet evidence of, but there might have been more people that got hurt. I saw 2 different battles that, like I said, that one guy that we saw, he jumped down. I don't know. He could have injured his knee when he jumped straight down. We don't know. Clearly, there was a lot of injuries. And the first day when this happened, they should have reassessed the situation and closed it down then. But they thought, oh, it was just a fluke. It was just one person. So after the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th person, then you decide to close it down? That's a little too far in my opinion. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about this foam pit? Is this something that you would have tried? Just, walking through it, seeing how deep you are walking through the foam blocks, all of that. Like, would you have tried this? Do you think that they should pay 100% of their medical bills or 50%? Do you think that Twitch should be liable, or do you think that Lenovo Legions and Intel should be liable? What do you think? I want to hear your comments below, and make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more celebrity influencer news and just crazy things that happen on the internet. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye, everyone.
I cannot believe it, everyone. That is a wrap on TwitchCon San Diego 2022.